Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
You can turn it up.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Smack Raw podcast. I am your host, SCS Vince. I'm here with my producer, Kyle. What's up, my man?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, we got you back for another NXT episode, but we also got the newcomer, Aaron. What's up, man?
It's Aaron Fucker, and I'm doing pretty good.
Man. Okay. I'm sorry, man. I'm still learning the names. I'm not the best with names. Come on.
Hey, he's got his producer with him too, man.
Okay. Hey, man, I need my own producer right here in the background with me, but I don't got that luxury, man. But we also got Jay Thunder with us. He's back for NXT, man. My homeboy. What's up, dude?
What's up? It's good to be back. It's been like a couple of weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like for you. It's been a whole month. The last time we recorded together was like the NXT before Christmas. That's how long it's been. And then we were supposed to record with Kyle when I was sick, but nothing came about it.
Nothing came of that.
So you guys just rain checked NXT.
Yeah, but I did. You know what? I did record last week's Raw though with Kyle. I did do that.
That is
there
true.
was a little bit. There was a lot of botches to start that show, but
let's not talk about that though. Let's talk about the fact that we got it
living
done.
in the past, man. You living in the past.
We got it done. So
yeah. Well, anyways, folks, we are a wrestling podcast. You can find us wherever you consume all your podcasts: iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, all those good stuff. Make sure you download this episode. Don't just like it. Go ahead and subscribe. All that good stuff. We got our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe there. Comment down below and let us know what you thought about today's show. Interact with us. We'd love to interact with you on social media as well. On Twitter at SmackRawPod. You can find me at SCS Vince. Kyle, they can find him at the Kai Tai Show. Jay, they can find you at J Thunder 2009, capital JT. And Arn, what's your handle again? I'm still learning it, man. It's Mr.
8984.
Mr. 8984. And you also got a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, Mean Jelly Bean on YouTube. Look us up for sure.
For sure, man. Some funny content right there. You guys got to check it out. Highly recommended. But with that being said, let's get talking to some NXT.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Hold on. What? So before we even get into this, is anyone gonna give me my props for calling what just happened tonight? Is anyone gonna give me my props for this?
I mean, you weren't the only one.
I called
this.
I called it.
I called this. I called this.
Jay,
I called the prophecy was going to end, and it starts tonight. All
right, we'll get to that. But if you watched last week's episode, all three of us all agreed that Keith Lee was going to walk away as the new North American champ, man.
But I'm not talking about that, though. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Undisputed Era. That's what I'm talking about.
We'll get to that, bro. We'll get to that because that is something that you and I have been talking about for a minute. But it was a pretty eventful episode of NXT. We had like a total of like 6 matches. We had a little bit more build up to Worlds Collide this Saturday. We had the finals like set for the Dusty Classic next week. And we had a bunch of great women's action right now. The women's division NXT is loaded. And like we were talking, we have a brand new North American champion, which was our main event. But let's start with the very first match, which was a Dusty Cup match. It was Undisputed Era versus Grizzled Young Vets. Guys, what you thought about this match?
I told y'all the Grizzled Young Vets, they're next level shit.
Yeah, you did, Art.
Last week. They're like, they need to be over here. Like, they should be done with NXT UK. Like, there's nothing left for them to do over there, to be honest. I mean, all eyes need to be on them here for sure. I told you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll take my credit for that one.
No. And credit totally goes to you, man, because you were the only one calling this. I thought they were gonna lose in the first round, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Y'all feel like NXT UK is the feeder system to NXT now? Like, how many big names are in NXT that came off of NXT? Dude, look at the finals in the Dusty Classic. Only one of them is actually homebrew NXT. The other 3 are NXT UK dudes. Your women's champion, NXT UK.
The challenger this Sunday is NXT UK.
NXT UK. Well, that's in theme with the show, though. That's in.
Oh, let's not forget our boy Pete Dunne.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's what I'm saying as far as the Dusty Classic goes.
Yeah.
The finals, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I
So
mean, that's their end game. I mean, next, where's their next one? Isn't their next one supposed to be like Japan or India? Like that's
supposedly they were trying to go ahead and get Japan, but they haven't locked that down. I think they want Japan, and I think they want Mexico. And if they get NXT Mexico, best believe I'm going to be watching that weekly.
Well, you got to realize that's a lot of competition with New Japan being over there.
That's why I don't think they're getting in Japan, though. I don't think they're going to. I think the Japanese, the way they do business is very more traditional and not so cutthroat with money-wise. And
but you got to understand it's not just New Japan over there. There's a bunch of other decent promotions. All Japan.
There's Noah?
Is Dragon Gate still a thing? I don't know. I
believe so. Yeah. Dragon Gate is still think is around. But yeah,
that's pretty much what they did with UK. They partnered with Progress, which was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, independent promotion over in England, and that's how they use that. They use them guys to kind of filter in and feed them talent to pretty much everywhere that we got. Most of the guys there came or went through Progress at some point in time. So
not only Progress, but also Evolve. Like Matt Riddle and Keith Lee are two guys that came through Evolve. So they're actually using Evolve. That's another feeder system as well.
Well, yeah, they've been using it because Gabe was in Gabe Sapolsky. I think he's one of the bookers there, and he's been working with WWE forever.
Yeah, exactly. But overall for this match, initially, I thought that it would be Imperium versus Undisputed Era to be in the finals before the tournament even started. But given what we saw last week and given what we've been seeing between Undisputed Era and Imperium, that's going to be their 4-on-4 match. I didn't think they'd have the finals, like these two teams involved. So I thought it was a good idea to have Grizzled Young Vets. It puts them over for the Western audience, like the audience that doesn't usually watch UK. They're great on the mic. Yeah. I don't have their names locked right now.
He's all right, but Gibson is excellent on the mic. I mean, he does the talking he's their mouthpiece. I mean, Drake doesn't really say much. Like it's mostly Gibson on the mic, even when they're over in UK.
Yeah, and this was like I said, it was a good win for the Vets, but it was also a protected loss for Undisputed Era because Imperium came out and distracted them, and that's what they get for coming out during Blackpool 2, and they caused mayhem there. So this was all Undisputed Era. They could have just let this match just be a Worlds Collide match, but they had to go over to UK territory and fuck around over there, and they came over here and they got their comeuppance. So I thought it was a great way to protect Undisputed Era while also putting over Grizzled Young Vets.
And that's all it was. It was a kill two birds with one stone moment for him.
For sure. And then so that was a solid match. I thought it was okay. I liked the other tag team match, but we'll get to that next. We have Toni Storm and Io Shirai. Guys, if you guys know me, you know I love me some Toni Storm and I love me some Io Shirai. I couldn't pick who I wanted to win this match.
I couldn't either. I'm just gonna put this out here right now. This is unpopular opinion. Me personally, I think Tony's better than Rhea. I think she's a better talker. I think she's a better worker. And I'm not gonna lie, the sound of Rhea's voice kind of makes me fucking sick. I can't stand the sound of her voice.
What do you think about that, Kyle?
I don't know, man. Maybe you got something against Australians or something, bro. I'm good with both of them. I think they're the.
No, well, see, here's the thing. Tony's also Australian.
Yeah.
For real?
And I don't necessarily have anything against
Rhea. How much I know, man.
She's dope.
I can't even get a sentence in without botching, man. I'm just gonna fucking stick with the camera.
He's not used to being with this much swagger. He doesn't usually have Jay, Arn, and me. He's used to just being the 2-man team. He's just intimidated by our presence is all. That's what it is, man. It's okay. It's okay to be a little intimidated, Kyle.
You got all that cake too. She's caked up, boy.
But so what I liked about this match, did you guys know that this is actually a rematch of the Mae Young finals for the second Mae Young finals that happened at Evolution?
I knew these two have met up before.
Yeah, and it was
Mae Young.
It was dope. I didn't know who was gonna come out on top. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't just have Io lose in this match, just because it's Io, and I kind of want her to be protected. She should be a top star in that women's division, and I know Tony's gonna go into that Worlds Collide match, and she has to go in strong. I thought the use of Bianca Belair of coming in here, making sure that they keep her in our minds, and we're constantly thinking of Bianca Belair. as a threat. And the way they were painting it on commentary was Bianca came out to attack Toni Storm because she doesn't want Toni to beat Rhea. She wants to be the one to beat Rhea at NXT Takeover Portland. So
I have one problem with that. The main thing is like, is she a heel or is she a face? If you use that reasoning on why she did it, that doesn't make her a face. That makes her saying like, nah, if anybody's gonna beat her, it's gonna be me. That's nothing like.
I mean, Jay, you can. I don't know if you agree with me here, but I feel like Bianca kind of fits right now in her own little like role. She doesn't necessarily have a heel or face role. She's just Bianca, and she's gonna do what's best for Bianca, whether it's a babyface move or a heel type move. I think she's kind of transitioned to that role where she's more of a tweener. What do you?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, she's kind of gotten into that role because, like, at one point, I kind of saw her as a face, but then she joined the War Games team with Shayna, and it was kind of weird because she's always been against her along with Io.
They want her, but she's so dope that it's not working. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, everything she does, like, what has she really done that's bad for her to be considered a heel? She hasn't.
No, it's
no, like she hasn't really done anything that like bad at all. Like this has just literally been like she feels like that person that like, oh, she walks alone. She literally just does whatever she wants when she wants.
I agree with that, but I'm saying this could have been the thing where they made her heelish, but the reason why she's attacking them, to me, that's not a heel reason. That's just saying I'm the best. I want to beat the best.
Not at all. I don't think it was a heel move, dude. Because the way commentary was selling it, it was more of she wanted to prove that she can beat Rhea, and she wanted to be the one to take it.
Yeah, because we were just because me and Vince were talking about this in previous episodes because Bianca Belair, like I said, we talked about the fact that we didn't really know where she stood in the position of where she was.
Yeah, like
I said, she literally was face like literally that whole time, and then she joins up with Shayna, and then they get into it with Io. And then, like, you know, it's kind of just like all over the place right now. So it's like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's a big part of why she isn't bigger than what she should be, because they can't decide themselves
what they want. Mess.
That's true. That's true. Like, I definitely agree with you. Like, they don't know what to do.
Like, we know Io's heel. She beat the shit out of Candice LeRae with a chair. They had all types of crazy ass matches. She did some bad shit.
Yeah.
What has Bianca done that's like, damn, that's fucked up? Like, she hasn't done anything.
Oh, we fucking lost Jay. Oh, man. Aaron, you win that one.
Okay.
Jay's probably going to come out and come back real quick.
Wait,
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're good now. You're good now.
Okay. So one final thing I want to add to this is, and this doesn't have anything to do with the match, just a little thing that I've been bugging about, like, and I want them to fix this and correct this. Can they please upload Io Shirai's theme song on iTunes or something? I want that damn theme song on my phone. It's such a great theme song. It's so good.
It is like that. Once that bass hits, I'm like, oh my god,
it's so good.
It's on.
It's fucking fire, yo.
Everything
about
it's amazing. They need to drop.
You know what? I'm so mad that they did me bogus on 2K20. Because I was expecting her to have that theme in 2K20, and she didn't. And I was like,
man, I love that. Those 2K games are dated the second they launch, man. That's what sucks about like.
No, they're dated. They're dated 6 months before they even launched.
Get out, man.
They're so outdated. Anyway,
yeah, because they had a Ciampa in his other gear, right?
Yeah, why?
They had him. They had Ciampa with his current gear, but having him do his DIY entrance, which I thought was stupid.
It was stupid.
Like, it was so dumb.
Well, I think it's all done for buying that fucking game, because I mean it was 4,000 million reviews on why not to buy it. I was like, man, I'll take it back.
I mean, like, you know what? I give it to you like this. The reason why I bought it, because number one, it was the deluxe edition was on sale.
Yeah.
That don't mean
So-
that. There's a reason why it's on sale.
For Christmas.
Shut up, Vince. No, but the reason why, that's one of the reasons why, but the second reason why is because like it's just only because of the updated roster, but I didn't know that it was gonna be so like I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. Like
Right.
I knew it was gonna be bad,
Nah,
but I
man.
didn't think it was gonna be like
You got finesse, man. You got finesse. That's all I gotta say.
like
First game I have never bought.
Hey.
Probably since PlayStation 2, probably.
Mm.
the only I'll give it to you like this. The only game that I've ever returned was WWE 2K15. Only game I've ever returned.
Oh, man, it's been a minute, dude. I'm not trying to do that.
I bought it just to stream it. I haven't played it once. Like I sim matches. That's all I do. I don't even actually play it. Like I buy it to sit.
Even that doesn't work properly. You saw that.
No,
trailer,
I had to
you
get
saw
in on that shit. I had to get in there.
Exactly.
I was like, why y'all staring at each other? Go fight. Like, get back in the ring.
Yeah, because you said you were literally just sitting there. You had to like they're just not doing anything.
Because there were
You had to go in there.
there were moments in that
Control
where
it.
like a character or two would just stand there and do nothing, and the other one would just dominate them.
That's
kind of what happened in Finn Balor's match with Joaquin Wilde, man. That's basically what it was. Like somebody turned off Joaquin Wilde's controller and they just let Finn Balor go to work, man.
Dude, this Joaquin Wilder dude needs to go. Needs to go get a new fucking stylist.
No.
Dude, no. Don't defend that fucking look. Like he's great value fucking Falcon from goddamn like the Avengers, bro.
I will stay here and bat for Joaquin Wilde every day.
Of course you will,
Oh,
because
man.
he's Hispanic.
No, he's Filipino. He's Filipino.
Yes. Hey, it don't. Listen,
Oh no! The only reason why,
when they gave him that
I'm with
whack
him.
ass name,
Okay, guys, one at a time.
whack ass gimmick, everything. He is a dope ass wrestler. He really is. But all the
Yo.
stuff that he's doing right now, trash.
That is
Dumpster
pure
fire.
trash.
Okay, like I was saying,
So the only
I don't-
reason why I'm even messing with him is he's from Chicago. So that's the only reason why.
I've got the chance to actually see him a lot here in Chicago. So I have a soft spot for Joaquin Wilde, aka DJ Z. I kind of wish they let him keep the name DJ Z. He had a whole DJ gimmick. It was so good. It's
You know
just-
what? I totally forgot that was DJ Z.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's legit for real. But whatever this shit they got him doing now, like
I think he's just trying
Not
stuff.
working.
I think he's at a point where he's just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks, and that happens with a lot of wrestlers. And for I mean, look at Becky Lynch, man. She was doing Irish jigs at one point.
the original,
It is
all that.
It's that level of bad. It's that level of bad. I'm not saying he's not Ricochet, okay? He's not a dumpster fire, all right?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to
Yo.
stop shitting on Ricochet. I'm not. No, this isn't even his show. Stop slandering Ricochet. Stop, just stop.
Oh god, I'm dying here.
Anyway, just to wrap up this match, it was basically a squash match. Finn Balor went out there and just destroyed Joaquin Wilde to just like make him look strong for the match at Worlds Collide on Saturday.
Let's go, Finn.
Finn's for real, man. And he had a nice quote at the end because he's what did he say? If you come for Finn, you better not miss.
Yeah.
So I like it. It was a quick pin and a victory for Finn. It was dominating,
All I gotta say about this is he's literally just doing all the shit from Bullet Club.
which I love.
Him over.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
I want them to let him go a little bit more, Prince Devitt, and start cursing at people and just slapping people at restaurants and shit.
Straight disrespecting people.
I just want him to be very disrespectful. That's what I want him to do. I want to take it to the next level. But
I'm ready for it.
someone who always is disrespectful to the women's division is Shayna Baszler, man. We had Shayna Baszler, Shotzi Blackheart. This match was set up last week because Shotzi eliminated Shayna in the Battle Royal. Overall, what did you guys think of this match?
Dude, I'm not sold on Shotzi. I'm not
I'm
sold
not
on
Really?
See, Vince, they're not sold on Shotzi because they haven't seen her in person. Like
It's
they're
I
not
feel
sold-
like
they're
seeing
not-
somebody in
Bro,
person
I love The Rock and Stone Cold, and
Right.
I've never met them. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I was literally just saying.
Yeah.
My thing is too, like, Shayna's so good. Like, Shayna is my favorite wrestler, man or female, right now. Period.
right.
She's top of the line. Like, me
Hot take.
personally, I don't think anybody's better than her. Her talking, I'll give you her mic skills aren't quite there yet. But as far as in the ring, nobody's seeing her.
No, she's phenomenal. But here's it's funny you say that because I saw a lot of people like praising Shotzi, and even myself, I said that Shotzi looked very impressive in only her second singles match, and this was a solid, good performance for her, even in the loss to Shayna Baszler.
Man,
there was some sloppy spots. I'm sorry, man. Like you guys, as hard as getting in.
I bet you were cheering friggin' James Ellsworth on when he was beating AJ Styles.
Nah, I was totally against that, but the one match he had against Braun Strowman, the very first debut match, yeah. But look, like, am I biased? Yes, because I've seen these wrestlers perform here in Chicago. I got to see Shotzi's last match here in Chicago, a couple of her last matches here.
Actually, we got to see her match.
So, both me and Jay.
I'm not mad at what they're trying. Like I dig what they're trying. They're trying to use Shayna, the ex-champ, to prop up some new people. Like I dig that. I'm here for it. But I mean, like this match was, to me, it was sloppy, and I don't think it showed what really either one of them are about, to be honest.
Well, no, I definitely give you that one. It was pretty sloppy, but they both still did their thing for it to be like really sloppy.
Yeah,
I'll give it one thing though. The crowd likes her. At the end of the day, we can say all we want, man, but when you're getting good crowd reactions,
exactly.
all the criticism in the world don't matter.
I'm glad.
That's
You're absolutely right.
Don't
Absolutely right.
the Shotzi Blackheart bandwagon like a couple of weeks from now. We won't have any room for you guys.
What are you talking about? Like,
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, Vince. Don't be that guy.
I mean, it was kind of sloppy, but that slice spread number 2 on the apron was pretty dope, and I love.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I would like.
And the finish was really good, even though it's a standard Shayna Baszler finish.
that sliced bread number 2 in the apron was the sloppiest damn move on the thing. That shit looked like shit, bro.
Oh my gosh! Stop it!
sliced bread number
I'm
2.
sorry.
Oh my
Like
god,
that sliced bread was Wonder Bread, man.
I thought it was a dope move, but it was sloppy, bro. It didn't look good.
No, but it wasn't. But I don't know if that was necessarily like I don't know who to blame in that situation.
Yeah, I think it was more Shayna than anything Shayna's positioning or whatever, but it still looked like shit, bro. Like,
Jay, you ever take any moves on the apron?
do I ever fake any moves on the apron?
No, take any moves on the apron.
Oh, it sounded like you said fake because you went out. But no, I've never really taken any moves. The only one that I've actually taken is probably a hot shot when they literally just drop down the apron and you pretty much get hung by the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't usually take, for the most part, I usually do the moves on the apron. So like literally, all right, so I'll give you guys like a little one of the things that I do. So let's say I'm playing a heel role. I'll literally I'll go out the ring, I'll kind of just, do whatever. And next thing you know, the babyface will try to go for a suicide dive. I hit him with a slap or a forearm, and it leaves them hung, and then I literally get on the apron and pop them with a knee. So
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if any of y'all just had signal issues, but almost
I had
all
signal
of that
issues
just
too.
cut out.
I'm so sorry, Jay.
You
We had
sounded
signal
like
issues.
you sound
it was like,
like
this
we
weird,
just went
like,
down the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what part that you guys heard.
I heard
Not
like the
heard.
last 2 words. I heard
Okay.
pop them at the end.
Okay, so can you guys hear me now? Because
Yes.
I want to get this. I want to get this.
Go
So,
for it. Go
You're
for
good.
it, man.
Go.
All right. So literally, the babyface goes for a dive when I'm out in the ring. When I'm outside the ring, they literally go for the dive. I hit them with either a forearm or a right arm, a right fist, and they're pretty much hung on the rope. And literally, I get up on the apron and hit them with a nice little knee.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I'm down for that.
I was hoping you do like a pop-up powerbomb on the apron or something, or like a
Nah,
Uranagi on the
see-
apron or something, man.
See,
An Acai moonsault?
That's a little too much.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
God.
like that.
I don't think I'm
Do a
ready for
Spanish fly.
Acai
Next
moonsault.
time, do a Spanish fly on the apron, dude. try to pull that off.
Like, you know what? I'm skeptical about doing a Spanish play on the top rope. Like,
Right.
I know I can do it, but it's just yeah.
Fuck that, man.
I've literally done a roll off of the second rope. It is not the best bump in the world.
Right.
So
Hey, so Aaron, you weren't really too sold on Shotzi, and you weren't really too sold on like just like their match in general.
Yeah.
What like I'm trying to like the great thing about you coming out to the show is that we're learning more about you, getting more perspective on certain things, and it's just not us just like patting NXT on the back. You know, it should deserve some criticism from time to time. So, what do you think about Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai, about the heel turn, the feud that they have going on, and the fact that they have a match next week?
I'm into it, honestly, like, because if I didn't think I'd ever see like Dakota Kai, like her little bubbly personality and all that shit. Like I didn't see her being this type of heel and like being vicious and stuff, and like it kind of caught me off guard. But I'm digging it, and I think Tegan Nox, like, I think the more she works, I think the better she'll become on the mic and in the ring. Like I'm kind of pleasantly surprised by this feud, to be honest. Like I'm here for it for sure.
I mean, I was saying this to Jay a couple weeks back when they first initially started, is that if they do it right, that has potential to be another Gargano Ciampa and another
Right.
Owen Sane. If they do it right, and if there's enough heat and interest there, what do you think of that?
Yeah, no, like I said, I wish they would give it a little bit more time than what they have been, but I know so much stuff going on because of the Rumble and everything, so
Right.
things are getting pushed back. But like I said, I did not Dakota Kai. I never thought I didn't think you'd ever see her as this type of vicious heel. And like everything about her facials, I mean, her sly little shit she says and does and stuff when she's in the ring, like she surprised me for sure. I think she might be a better heel than she was that cookie cutter ass white meat baby face.
I mean, I love that one too, but right now I'm very intrigued with her heel character a little bit more than her actual babyface character.
Yeah, sure.
Jay, I kind of know where you stand on this whole thing, but Kyle, since you're not really on here on NXT too much, like, what do you think about this feud?
Who?
You, Kyle, you, dude. Like, what do you think of the Dakota Kai Tegan Nox feud? Have you been listening? Come on, man.
Who are they though? I saw them at War Games.
See, I don't know if
they were like
he's
Team
like
Kick.
like he's doing the gimmick right now. If he's being dead ass, like, are you being?
Bro, you put me in from the AEW show.
I think.
All right, like, how do you expect me to know?
No, he did not. Oh my god!
Expect me to know this shit?
Oh
man.
my god!
Hey man, don't start that, because right now Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox are better than anyone on that AEW.
Wow, is he really advertising AEW on this show?
It's how you kill his AEW vibe, right?
Oh,
you know how you don't know anything about them? It's kind of like how everybody that AEW introduces, who they automatically assume people watch the YouTube show and no guys from 25 years ago and shit.
So you got Arn started. You got him started.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's like a complete and utter war right here now.
Guys,
like,
I feel like he's Kyle's just trying to do his best Rob impression. I feel like he's trying to fill that role over Rob.
oh, trust me, I know for a fact. Wow.
I shut Rob down in the group chat. I shut Kyle down too. It's cool, man.
For one, I stopped responding because y'all were throwing out spoilers. So I just closed.
No,
spoilers.
That was Sebastian. Ain't nobody throwing spoilers. I didn't even look at the spoilers.
I was just playing it safe.
Now that I'm doing NXT after show, I don't watch AEW till like Thursday or Friday. So I definitely didn't throw out any spoilers.
Nah.
Okay.
No, for real. Oh, Team Kick. I haven't seen much of them at all, if anything at all. Like I heard the names. Tegan Nox is the one who got like the broken leg or something.
Yeah, the knee injury.
The knee injury. I remember hearing about that when it happened.
Both her knees at the same time or something like that.
What's that?
Didn't she mess up both her knees at the same time that the initial injury she had?
No, so when she first signed, she was supposed to be in the first Mae Young Classic, but she had one of the knees messed up, so she couldn't compete. Then the second Mae Young Classic, she competed up until like maybe the semifinals and couldn't finish because she got the other knee injured. So when she came back, this is her coming back from 2 knee injuries in 2 years in a row, and then it was just a worked injury with the whole Dakota Kai situation, but.
She got cake too, boy. I'm telling you.
I feel like NXT in general, like there's a lot there. You know, there's a lot.
Dude,
let's just talk about this right quick because I noticed this. I noticed Tony Storm. Like I noticed that. I didn't even realize. I was like, "Oh my god,
where you been at,
bro?" Like I know because you got to realize. Like I haven't seen that. Like was it like a couple weeks ago she was back on
I think,
on
yeah.
NXT?
It was on Survivor Series. She was on a couple weeks. Like she was there during. Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that last week or the week before she got in the ring with Rhea? Was that last week or the week before?
That was, I believe,
The week
last
before when they set up the Battle Royal.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like I've only seen her a number of times. So like I said to say like I didn't when I saw Rhea at War Games, I was like, wow, okay, cool, cool. Okay.
Like I was telling them last week, like I'm not really like I don't want anybody to think I'm like a UK NXT UK aficionado, but I watch it a little bit and like it's there's people over there that shouldn't be there anymore. They should definitely be in
Okay.
NXT now.
So, with that being said, would you say that Imperium should come over to NXT main and they've grown past?
Hell yeah, they should. Especially if all this talk about Undisputed Era moving up and all this stuff, all these rumors and stuff, like you said before, like it's kind of a feeder system for you NXT proper. Like there's nothing left for them to do. Or Walter already has the title. I mean, there's literally nothing left.
For sure. I mean, obviously they can just keep them around just a little bit longer, but I think they're a very solid faction. I think their entrance is just amazing. The theme song is really, really good.
I love their damn entrance, man. That's
so good.
Yeah.
So
but now that I think about it, wasn't Fabian Eichner and the other dude, weren't they already on? They were in that NXT before they went over to be in
Marcellus Bartel, I don't think he was on TV. He maybe did like the house show, but Fabian Eichner was actually in the Cruiserweight Classic, and he showed up in a couple matches here and there.
Yeah.
So
I know he had a couple big wins too.
Yeah. So Eichner is actually a guy that started off in NXT, and obviously Alexander Wolf too when he started with Sanity. But okay, so when we were talking about this match, this match had basically 3 out of the 4 competitors were UK guys because we had Broserweights versus Imperium. By the way, Broserweights won me over like 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't like with it, but they won me the fuck over. They got matching gear. Their personalities are so like distinct, but ironically they just mesh so well. And I
can't get over their chemistry for like 2 matches. Like their chemistry is ridiculous.
It's all the commentary was talking about. They just kept driving it home. This is only their second match, and and they have an awesome finisher.
This was a second. It wasn't even the one they did last week. Last week it was the bitter and final flash. This week it was the bro to sleep. I guess Inviguri or whatever they did.
Yeah, so it was very innovative. And between the 2 tournament matches, I thought this was the best match. And aside from the main event, this might be the best match of the entire show. Like, what you guys think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row they had the best match for sure.
Yeah.
I got a question though. So are they going to be legit? Are they going to be big tag team going forward after the Dusty Classic to eventually do a feud where they split, or are they just doing this like one and done, kind of like who was it, that team Ricochet and Aleister Black, wasn't it? They were like a tag team.
Okay, so I'm about to bestow on you a little bit of Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament history on you. The first champions were Samoa Joe and Finn Balor, and it was only to set up a feud with them. Then another tag team that was just put together was DIY, and now they're one of the top tag teams in NXT. You look at like Ricochet and Aleister Black, like you were saying, another makeshift tag team, but they challenge for the titles at TakeOver, so they at least challenge for the titles. I feel like the minimum they're gonna do with the Broserweights is they're gonna have them challenge Undisputed Era, and they might take the titles off of them. They might go ahead. We might as well cover it right now.
Prophecy.
Jay, the minute he got on the NXT podcast, was saying the prophecy is going to end sooner rather than later. Eventually, it's going to start with Roderick Strong. Then the tag titles are going to go away, and then Adam Cole is going to lose his title. So, and he's been calling that since the very first episode he was on NXT with us. So.
Isn't that what happens in pro wrestling?
In general,
who holds on to a belt for their whole career, man?
Not necessarily though. Like
he called it almost instantly.
The thing about it is that nowadays it doesn't really work that way because of the fact that if you're liked so much in a situation, if you're liked so much, they're gonna keep those titles on you no matter what. Like, how many times has Shayna Baszler had the women's championship?
She had it twice, and she held it for over a year if you combine her reigns.
That's what
Exactly. That's
that argument, though. You can't use that argument in today's professional wrestling because how many title changes a month are there? This is the first group that's held the titles and held them for a long period of time at once. For the most part, you get the titles, you have them for a couple weeks, and with WWE's 50-50 damn booking, nobody
main
has
roster though. That's main roster. NXT tends to have a better booking system on their champions.
They always have a better booking system than the main roster.
You look at guys like Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode. You look at people like Asuka, Shayna Baszler. There've been certain occasions, multiple occasions actually, where they put a title on someone and they have them hold on to the title for multiple times. There are occasions where they have like a Johnny Gargano win the North American title and then drop it like a couple weeks later. So it's a mix of both. So like what Jay was saying is that he called it, saying that Roddy's going to be the first one to lose it. He's going to immediately lose the title. He was a couple weeks off, but he was on the money with Roddy losing that title.
Being first.
I mean, we all knew that was going to happen.
Dude, he's the Jannetty of the faction. Okay, listen.
Exactly.
Stop it. He's not.
He is.
Why is it? That's bogus.
I cannot wait till I hop on this AEW podcast and I can trash all your tiny little wrestlers over there too. I'm sick of it.
Hey, listen, don't throw out tiny wrestlers. Don't throw out tiny.
I feel like that was the reason that Kyle came on this episode.
Sure.
That was the reason why Kyle came on this episode.
That's the right reason.
Just to trash NXT. Like he's got the elite T-shirt on just to prove the fact. So I'm just saying.
What were you saying, Arn?
If it wasn't Keith Lee, it would have been Velveteen Dream. If Velveteen Dream hadn't got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I would have believed that. I would have.
Yeah.
I definitely would have.
Like it's all been set up. NXT is just better at swapping out the pieces on the fly when shit doesn't go the way it should go. But to me, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say we all saw it, but I mean, let's be honest. If anybody was gonna lose the belts, it's gonna be Roddy because the tag team division.
Not necessarily.
No, hear my theory. Hear me out.
No, I got you. Go ahead.
The reason why I'm saying this is because there's so many other people that can take the belt from him. You got Keith Lee and all those guys that are not right there for the main event, but are right there like upper mid card. Then you got your upper talent with Finn and all those guys that go against. The tag team division doesn't really have anybody.
You're right.
Like right now, there's no solidified solid tag team. They're bringing the Broserweights along, but we don't know if that's going to be a real thing after the Classic or not. There aren't really many tag teams to take the damn belts away from them. The only person that is susceptible to have the belt taken away, to be honest, is Roddy. You're not going to take it away from Adam Cole when he just had maybe the best year ever. Roddy was the weak man out no matter what.
You know what NXT does better though? Well, I mean, granted, listen, actually, let's not build a list here. But more specifically, the one thing that they do better than the main roster is this is going to I forget which one of you said that with the injury is NXT is constantly building stars. They're constantly building people that it makes sense to put a belt on them instead of like on main roster, you just give it to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins out of the blue. No one's putting belts on those guys.
I'm gonna give a quick counter argument and kind of help like establish Jay's point a little bit more. I don't think anybody anticipated Keith Lee to pop the way he did during that whole invasion angle. Absolutely. And if you remember, before that, he was doing a mini rivalry feud with Dominic Dijakovic, and it looked like they were going to do a bar situation where they're going to be a tag team and challenge for Undisputed Era's tag titles. And in that situation, the tag titles would have been the first to go.
Not only that, to add on to what Vince was saying, if they were just bringing in the tag team from UK and on top of that Imperium because they're here too. Like it's a list of tag teams that can actually take the belts off of Undisputed Era.
And all the stuff with Keith Lee, none of that stuff would have happened with him. This single run and everything in Survivor Series and Velveteen Dream didn't get hurt. All he did was slide in Velveteen Dream's spot, to be honest, and he just happened to take the spot and be there and blew up from it. But if everything was all said and done, Velveteen probably still would have took the title back from Roddy. Oh, really? That's how he lost. Wasn't he the champ when he got hurt?
Yeah. So that's actually how he lost the title. So So he lost his title and then he got hurt. He never got his rematch for it. But
Yeah.
my whole point that I'm trying to make is that I feel like Velveteen would have been the original choice to get the North American title off of Roddy, but it would have been Keith Lee and Dijakovic to get the tag titles off Undisputed Era. However, I feel like Keith Lee just has something, and I feel like he would have popped regardless.
Yeah,
I don't know if he would have gotten the opportunity, the amount of opportunities. You might be right, Arn, because if you look at last year's WrestleMania, it was supposed to be Mustafa Ali positioned in the Kofi Kingston role, and because of injury, Kofi Kingston blew up, and Kofi Mania became a thing.
Ali
so you may,
was,
but that was a
never
long time
winning
coming,
that
though,
world
bro.
title.
Hold up.
No.
But no. I'm saying he was supposed to take that Kofi Kingston spot in that chamber. He was supposed to serve that intermediate role where he's the one challenging for the title at like a Fastlane or something, or he's like kind of like a face that he's challenging Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan's actually facing Kevin Owens. Because if you remember, the original Mania match was supposed to be a babyface Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan. That was supposed to be the match, but then Kofi Mania happened and Ali got injured. So Ali was supposed to be like a stopgap for Daniel Bryan, and Kevin Owens was supposed to be the main course at Mania. But because of the injury, is stopped up and the whole thing happened and rightfully on him. And just like Punk saying on backstage, he gets hot. You need to cut on it before you just lose it.
It happened again.
Yeah, we lost you, Vince, on that one. Oh, sorry, folks. This is what happens when you get like multiple streams running together. Vince was getting hot there, though. You were getting hot, man. Ollie wasn't gonna be that guy. Ollie wasn't gonna be him. Ollie was gonna be Cedric Alexander. That's all he was. They're gonna give him a couple good losses, and then took him off. That concussion's probably the best thing to ever happen to him. Honestly, getting out of that spotlight, just so Vince wouldn't have saw him and got tired of him. Because he would have just trashed him. He would have trashed him, bro.
I kind of agree with that. I just think so. Pretty much what we're saying is Velveteen Dream is the linchpin to all of this stuff.
Yo, Jay and Vince are just mad because I'm trashing their Chicago boy. I'm telling you, he dodged a bullet. He dodged a bullet, man. Having Randy Orton stomp on his head was the best thing to ever happen to him.
Look, wait, hold up, chill out for a second, because I was still happy with Kofi, so I'm not, you know, I'm not too mad.
I don't know what Vince is doing.
He must not be able to hear it.
I don't know. I don't think he hears us. No, he don't hear us. It's all good, though. So what match were we actually just talking about? We were talking about the Broserweights just won the tag match. They're going to be going into the finals against who's your boys? The Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Grizzled Young Veterans.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep.
You good?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay, perfect.
You John Goodman.
So, I can hear you guys. It's just I got my end got disconnected a bit, but sorry about that. Anyway, where were we?
We just set up the finals. The finals, man, for the Dusty Classic.
So you guys want to talk about that nice little promo battle they had going back and forth? I thought that was fire. I like that.
I thought Gibson's great on the mic. I mean, his delivery, everything. Like,
I've heard good things about him.
The thing
that damn accent was a little heavy, but besides that, and
no, what I liked about it was he mentioned something about joint manipulation, and then when Matt Riddle got the mic, it's like, bro, I just heard joint and I lost my train of thought. Like,
I love it. No, that was awesome. Like I loved it. I loved every moment of that.
Surprised that they are allowed to go so heavy into the weed humor.
Hey, might as well, man. You gotta skid into the thing, man. You just gotta skid into it, man. Just go into the skid.
Well, at this point, everybody knows what happened to Riddle in the UFC, so exactly. It's like
I wonder that. I wonder how many people are aware of his whole MMA tenure, because he's a way more famous wrestler than MMA fighter. You know what I mean?
The first thing that comes up is that 10-second knockout or whatever.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, he's got a mean ass knockout from the Ultimate Fighter.
I think he still has like the first or second, not fastest. No, I think it's the second fastest now after that knee knockout. What was that, like in November or October?
We'll see.
I think he still has that
I don't
top
think
two.
the fights, because the fights that happen on the reality show, The Ultimate Fighter, are exhibition, so they're not actually counted as pro fights. So I don't think those
I
records.
just watched the countdown for it. It was still like 2 or 3, like over
Wow.
the Christmas break.
I didn't know that. Oh wow!
How about that?
How about that?
So
I didn't realize he was that
Yo,
good of a fighter.
How about when Jorge Masvidal did land that knee on Askren? I dubbed Corey Graves as yelling out Kinshasa to that shit. It lines up so good.
I think I seen that. Didn't you share that to the group chat?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I love that video, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
If only had like someone I could throw that up on the screen real quick. Damn.
Post editing. Post editing. Post editing.
I don't know. Y'all can talk. I'll throw it up here in a second.
This guy. Okay, so we have the Dusty Classic final set. I thought they might do the finals at Worlds Collide, but they didn't. They're gonna have the match next week. We have Broserweight.
Like, are they not? Why aren't they doing it at the pay-per-view? That didn't make any damn sense.
That would have made so much sense to do it at the pay-per-view. But
I think the reason why is because they still want to do like a big event thing to have something to draw people into NXT for next week, and also too when it comes to main NXT takeovers. I haven't watched an NXT takeover, but if it's anything like a regular takeover, they like to keep it between like 4 or 5 matches and let the matches breathe. And that's what makes takeovers really good, is because they don't fill it up with like 7 to 9 matches. They give it like 4 or 5 really good matches, and I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, but it probably would have made sense because it would have gave like some type of spotlight to that match. I mean, it's the Dusty Classic for a reason.
No, and they can still have the finals on NXT. I think that's the whole point, is that it's such a big deal. They want people to tune in to the finals next week. They want to use it as a catalyst to bring people in.
That's pretty good logic right there. That's probably what they're doing.
Okay, so
I guess, but I mean, everyone's gonna watch NXT, but no one's gonna watch. I honestly feel like everyone's gonna wind up watching NXT and not watch Worlds Collide because they're gonna want to know what happens after Worlds Collide.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's on the network, so if you're watching the Rumble, you're gonna get Worlds Collide for free, so you might as well watch it. And if you do watch it, make sure you tune into our recap episode on Saturday night. So make sure you check that out.
And also, you guys can check into the throwback episode that the night before.
It's going to be the same day, dude.
It's going to be the same day.
Okay. So
is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, we're doing.
I thought it was the night before.
Schedule.
No, come on, man. Just look at the schedule, man. It's there for a reason.
You have a schedule. How many times do I have to tell you? You have a schedule.
Wait, hold on. This is coming from the person that forgot it was Monday.
No, that was a typo. That was a typo.
Oh, that was a typo. Oh,
I just forgot to correct
guys,
myself.
All right.
Let's wrap the ship and go back to the tournament real quick before we move on. Who do you think is going to win the finals? Arn, I'll start with you.
I think it's going to be the Grizzled Young Vets. I mean, They keep surprising everybody from the start of it on all the way on. I think it's going to be that, and then that's going to be the catalyst to break up the weights.
Kyle, so you agree with Arn's take? You think Grizzled Young Vets got this?
Yeah, man. The Broserweights are cool and all, but like the Grizzled Young Vets could probably use the win. You know, I'm kind of just looking at it from just like who's gonna benefit more from it. No one really knows who Zach Gibson is and his partner. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. See, but getting a high profile victory, having that etched in, being on all those replays and everything, that'll do a lot for you. Riddle and God damn it, man. Done. Thank you. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine, Ben. They're gonna be good already.
Well, that's one thing too. Is a real tag team ever gonna win the Dusty Tag Team Classic?
AOP won it. AOP won it.
Huh?
AOP won the Tag Team Classic, and Undisputed Era won it.
They win. Did they really? I didn't know it was that many of them.
How many Dusty Classics are there?
It's like 4 or 5. Because one Ricochet won. Ricochet and Aleister Black was the one last year. The one before that was Undisputed Era. The one before that was AOP, and the one before that was Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. Unless I'm missing another one in there, those are the 4 ones on top of the 5th one we've had right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So we got their takes. Jay, who do you think? Quickly here. Who you got?
For the most part, because of the fact that they had me sold they didn't have me sold in the beginning. Like, I'm honestly going for
Broserweights.
Weights. As much as I'm not the biggest fan of Matt Riddle, I am the biggest fan of Pete Dunne.
Okay.
So I'm going for the Broserweights. That's where I stand, because they wouldn't have put them together for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
And there's precedent of the Dusty Classic having winners of like makeshift tag teams. So,
Yeah.
and one last thing I'm gonna say, you're talking about Grizzly Young vets. They need this win, but are they gonna stay on NXT or are they gonna go back to UK? They're gonna go back to UK. What's the point of them winning the whole damn thing? Nobody's gonna care. At least like the casual people that don't tune into UK probably aren't gonna care that they won.
Every time Vince gets on a rant, man, it just goes. You guys can hear me though, right? No? Damn, it's just on my
ones to replace the call-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had a feeling that was going on.
We lost everybody?
Yeah, we lost them all, man. Lost them all. Every time Vince goes on a rant, I think anytime like Vince wants to make a point, like it just
I feel like that's what happens, man.
Every time you go on about something, man, it just cuts you off.
All right, so then let's just move on so that it doesn't keep cutting off. I still think it's going to be Broserweights who's going to win this. So we're split 50-50.
Okay.
Roderick Strong, Keith Lee, main event, guys. Overall, what you thought of the match?
I was good with it, bro. I was good. You know what I noticed is none of the matches like severely blew me away, but I mean you're gonna lose some shine week over week on NXT. I was happy to see a title change. I was happy to see Keith Lee's my boy. I've said it, back. It may sound like I don't cover NXT, but there was a point where I was covering it weekly, and that was until stuff happened and I jumped across the pond. But
it's more or less of like,
was that a necessity? I had to. But what I was saying is, the second I saw Keith Lee, I said, man, just put belts on him. I don't care what belts they are. Just start strapping gold to that dude and put him on TV because he's the best, I think. That's really just the way I've been looking at it.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Don't worry. I was talking the whole time. That's going to be on the recording, so you guys are good. It's all good.
Okay.
It wasn't dead air. It wasn't dead air. I just said put all the belts on Keith Lee. Let's simplified it like that.
I can't disagree with that. Let him win the Rumble too.
Well, Vince,
let him win everything.
Said the ankle would be a big part of this match. You did call that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big thing, but I felt like they were gonna do that, and that was gonna be an excuse to not put the title on him. I'm glad I was wrong in that, and they actually put the title on him.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Jay, for that gift. All right.
So do you guys think he's gonna call?
Look, no, it's just no. Look. I'm sorry, guys. It's just I'm having so much of a hard time because like everyone keeps like going in and out, and I'm like,
oh my God,
you're going in and out.
Oh man, it's a mess. I think we figured out that the perfect number for this podcast is 3, and we should keep it at that.
I'll head over to AEW next week,
do
man.
Skype, or fucking be on Skype. Like Jesus.
Sorry, folks. I mean, hey, we're still recording a show. Remember?
No, it's fine.
There's still people listening to us.
Look, look. They can understand my pain right now because I'm literally looking at everyone and I'm like, okay, cool. And then next thing you know.
For the audio listeners, some of the guys are having trouble having all of the cameras and streams go smoothly on their end. You've probably heard it a couple times in the audio portion, but yeah, on the video portion, to tell you the truth, on my end it's been smooth. So at least recording wise on my end, I've probably got like the smoothest out of this that we're gonna get. I feel bad for you.
I froze up any because I don't know.
No,
you've been good. Actually, Kyle, for a second there on you just kind of went staticky, and all three of us noticed that.
You just went again, bud.
And froze.
Oh, man, we're gonna call it an early night, folks, if it keeps up like this.
let's just wrap this up, guys. Let's just start wrapping.
You want me to wrap it up just in case?
Up to y'all. Like anything you guys want to add to this about this match, or before we move on?
Before I cut out again, I just want to say that like I'm truly proud of Keith Lee. Like it is definitely a good thing to see him, flourish in that company because number one, it's definitely hard, especially for big guys, especially big guys like Keith Lee. It's pretty hard. So it's like, I'm very happy at the fact that he was able to get, somewhere. I mean, it's a mid-card title, but it is something truly special.
I agree with that, but I don't think it's a mid-card title in his hand. I think it's going to be elevated at the forefront. And he's probably going to defend it and do more with it than Cole does with the world title because, he's got the NXT championship. Like I said, I think the man makes the title. He's bigger than life. If you watch him and Evolve, anywhere you've seen him at, there was no doubt in my mind that once he got on the big stage, he was going to pop. And like I said, he has everything that the main roster loves. He's a big guy. He can talk. He can do comedy. He can be serious. Motherfucker can fly.
He's got it all, man.
He's
got it all. Okay, so the very last thing that happened was Imperium and Undisputed Era brawl towards the end. It was whatever, I didn't like. I could have taken it or left it. I don't think it added too much to the build up to Worlds Collide. But it was kind of cool to see both the teams go back and forth. What was it that Walter hit Adam Cole with and he just flopped like a fish? I don't remember I don't know if it was a chop or whatever, but Adam Cole just flopped like a freaking fish.
I dipped out on that. I had to come over.
I think he literally was just selling. I feel like he was just literally selling.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what's up. So we can wrap it up right there, unless you guys want to do it quickly and just predict the Worlds Collide matches.
I'm down for whatever.
All right. Cool. So, real quick, DIY Mustache Mountain. Who you guys got and why?
I want Mustache Mountain to win, but I know they're not. It's going to be DIY.
Jay? Okay, Kyle?
It's going to be DIY.
Yeah, for the most part. Okay, Jay, can you hear us?
Jay can't hear us over the sound of eating those effing peanuts, dude. I'm telling you.
I'm actually not eating peanuts. I'm eating some potato chips. Thank you very much.
That's even worse to be eating on a microphone.
Jesus, guy. Okay, who you got, man? DIY or Mustache Mountain?
I got a DIY.
Right, for sure. Okay. Cruiserweight Fatal 4-Way match. We got Garza and we got Swerve Scott in there, and we got 2 UK guys. But honestly, to me, I don't think it's going to matter because my boy Angel Garza is going to pull away with the victory. He's going to retain that Cruiserweight title.
No.
Say who? Say what? Say that again.
Swerve's house.
Nah, man. Swerve's not in that, man. This is his first title return defense. He's not going to go ahead and lose on his first.
As much as I would love to see Angel Garza not have the title, he will retain.
Kyle, what you think?
Probably just the NXT UK guys. Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
It's because that cruiserweight title is just remnants from a dead show. They're not gonna want any reminders of that dead ass show stinking up the NXT airwaves. If the NXT UK dudes don't win it, they'll enter into a feud with Garza, and he can go to UK and be pantsless over there. So it's all good, man. But I think the title's going to UK just to get it off our NXT airwaves.
Okay. That's one way to look at it. Okay, we got Finn Balor versus I don't want to butcher his name, but I think it's Ilja Dragunov. Okay, sorry, I don't know the freaking name. I don't think I just heard he had a really good match with Cesaro. That's about it. That's all I know about.
He's kind of small, he's about Finn Balor size, but he's a little thicker, and that motherfucker is strong for how small he is. But Finn's gonna win.
Yeah, he's the bigger name. I feel like he's gonna win regardless.
Oh yeah, he's way. Dude's big over there, but nobody knows him here. It's gonna be Finn.
Yeah.
Okay. Finn. Foregone conclusion.
I missed this earlier but it is a kickoff match. Mia Yim versus Kaylee Ray, the NXT UK Women's Champion. Obviously, the Women's Champion is going to retain, or
Yeah.
I mean, she's just going to win. It's not even a title match. It's just a regular singles match.
So the women's
Wait,
champion
this was a match that
kickoff
happened?
show?
It's going to happen. It's on the kickoff show. Mia Yim versus Kaylee Ray.
And Kaylee Ray is fire.
Yeah, she's pretty good, man. She's a banger. She's a solid wrestler. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Mia Yim?
What about Mia Yim? She's not winning this match.
He's a jobber.
Yeah, Mia can't jump her.
Man, yo.
Maybe if she
Man.
jumps her in the locker room, and she drops that surprise motherfucker. Oh god, dude, that was awesome. That shit was so good.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That was that was the intro to our NXT show for that week. I used that shit, the soundbite to that as our intro, man. That was awesome.
Oh my God.
I gotta look that shit up.
Eat
All right.
fries, motherfucker.
We got one more women's match. We got the NXT Women's Title match. Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley. Any chance Toni Storm gets this title, or does Rhea?
Absolutely not.
Hell
Absolutely
no.
not.
Riptide.
Absolutely not.
That's what I figured.
Hell no.
Okay, big main event. This one I feel like can go either way. Imperium, Undisputed Era. Who gets this?
Ooh.
Who needs it? Who needs it more?
No
And,
what?
Imperium.
Imperial. Walter's
the
getting his
most.
win back for Survivor Series,
Yeah.
man. Walter's getting his shine
Mhm.
back from Survivor Series.
I think it's gonna be Undisputed Era.
Undisputed Era can take this loss. They can take that loss.
I
They're gonna
feel like they
take this
can.
out,
I feel like Undisputed can take this out. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like this is legit 50-50. I think it just really depends on what the story is that they're going to try to tell. If the story is that because Roddy lost the title, they're not all there, they're not a cohesive unit, then that causes their loss. That could be a reason, and protect the loss for Undisputed Era.
The Undisputed Era lose that what was it? War Games?
Yeah, they lost at War Games too.
They're not losing this match.
I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, it's 50-50. I'm gonna go.
Well,
ahead and say Imperium.
technically, Adam Cole lost at War Games, did he?
Yeah, but Adam Cole won that Survivor Series. So
Yeah.
But Undisputed, like most of Undisputed Era, lost at War Games, right?
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
lost.
yeah,
Yeah.
they completely lost that.
Well, Walter was look like a chump.
The prophecy.
At Survivor Series, man.
It's the prophecy.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, that's basically Worlds Collide on Saturday. Make sure you guys tune into our recap on Saturday night. It's gonna be Kyle, Arn, and who else?
That's all I gotta say.
No.
I don't think you
Okay,
said anything.
No. I mean,
The prophecy is the real deal. That's all I gotta say.
unraveling, man. This shit's unraveling.
That's
Let's
all I
start
gotta
wrapping
say.
this up, Kyle, man.
I'll wrap us up. I'll
Hold
send
up.
us home. I'll
Hold
send us
up.
home.
Wait. Before you guys, I just wanted to let everyone know that Sunday is a big day for me.
Oh yes, it is, man.
Sunday's a big day because we will be
You're
having
in the
a show.
Royal Rumble. No, you're not in the Rumble.
You're declaring yourself. You got to declare. You're not just in it. You have to declare you're in it.
They're right.
Is that right?
I declare victory on Sunday because me and my teammate will be going for the tag team titles in our at our promotion, and you guys are breaking up. I couldn't hear you.
No, we haven't. We didn't say nothing, man. We're listening.
Oh, well, we're going for the tag team titles, and we declare victory. So anybody wants to come and
Come on, get it, son.
Want
Get
them
it.
all. Anybody that's in the Chicago area, the Ottawa, it's in Ottawa, Illinois. You guys can get details. Just hit me up on the Facebook and the Instagram and the
Hand your phone up to somebody and live stream that shit.
yeah.
Do
Like
what
literally-
Impact did, man.
I mean, it's going up on YouTube, so you guys can check it out. Like
I want to see it live, man.
Do like an Instagram live. Go live on your Instagram or something. Do something.
go live on my Instagram.
How about
Yeah,
just
kind of dope.
Jay, Vince, why don't you go? You go and stream the shit.
Because I'm gonna be watching the Royal Rumble.
You need to
Like,
support your boy going for a title, man. The Royal Rumble is going to be recorded.
Why don't you?
Like,
make
no,
the drive to Chicago?
don't you have the network, Vince?
Yeah, man. Look, I'll send you a phone. I'll send you two phones. I'll have one of them. They'll both have data on them. All right.
Are you even gonna be on the episode of the Royal Rumble?
No,
Are you
I
even gonna
can't. I can't be on the Royal Rumble episode
Why not?
because I won't be home. I won't be available.
He's doing the party. He's at the Royal Rumble party.
Yeah, so I got my own.
He's got the
setup.
Royal Rumble party.
I have my own plan set up. I had no idea you had a title match beforehand.
I mean, I've been promoting it for like a month.
I love you. I love you, bro. I love you to death, man. But the Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views.
But,
I can't miss
I've
that.
been
He sent us the number one contenders match that he won and injured his shoulder on, like that we all watched. Right? You watched it, right?
Yes.
You know what? I remember that.
Of course I did. I definitely did.
Yes.
I remember every minute of it. It was a really good match.
Boy.
You guys should check it out. Anyways, you should definitely check out our Rumble reactions. We got a predictions episode coming up. We got SmackDown coming up. We got AEW. Make sure you check all that stuff. Download this episode, guys. Make sure you do that. That's very important. If you're on iTunes, get a 5-star rating. Leave a comment down below. It helps our numbers.
My favorite spot to listen to this is Spotify. So definitely, check it out on Spotify.
Yo, and on
Wherever
YouTube,
you're most comfortable.
On YouTube, subscribe. Get us 100 subscribers, and we're gonna have Jay spear Vince through a flaming table. Okay, that's the punishment for Vince. We got
also make sure you,
or at least spear him in a ring.
In a ring, get him in a ring. Take a bump.
I pre-bump and injure your shoulder again.
No, don't pre-bump.
That's what's gonna happen. Also, make sure you check out Arn's YouTube channel, Me and Jellybean, or
Productions. There he is. He's
check
always
it
watching.
out. Kyle, you're the producer. Make sure you put a link in the comment section down below so people can go ahead and check that out.
I'll do that.
All right, definitely. Anything else you guys want to add, or we done here?
I think we're done, bro. That was pretty. That was a shit show for the. But the third act was a pretty big shit show for this. Thank you guys for who stuck around, man. We appreciate all of you guys, of course. RN, awesome addition to the show, adding that extra flavor that we've been missing. Jay, cheer him on in his championship match, and Vince is there too. All right, so until next time, you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Deuces.